Hello there, how are you today? This is to specially welcome you to the ATP question of the day. This amazing feature was put together by Ask the Pediatricians Foundation as a platform to answer some of the frequently asked questions by moms and dads pertaining to child health care. And Dr. Gbemisola, who is a consultant pediatrician and the founder of the foundation, would be addressing these questions herself. Amazing, right? Yes, I thought so too. So relax, grab a pen and a drink as we enlighten the world.
Hi, welcome to a fresh episode of ATP Question of the Day. I'm Dr. Gbemisola Boyde, and thank you so much for those of you who have been watching ATP Question of the Day. And we've been seeing your comments, and like I said, some of the questions you have raised on our platform will be addressed in subsequent episode of ATP Question of the Day. And for today, I have a question. Most of the questions we're going to be addressing in the next few episodes are going to be related to things that have to do with myths and beliefs about childcare. And these myths and beliefs sometimes can impact childcare either negatively or positively. And so I hope you're really going to enjoy and you're going to learn, and more importantly, you're going to apply that which you are learning. Now, the question for today. Okay, that's the question for today. And please, does sex affect a breastfeeding baby? I mean, having unprotected sex. So that's the question. That this is a very common question we do get with lots of mothers, especially the first time mothers, and they sometimes wonder how early can they resume sexual intercourse with their husband because they are breastfeeding. And some people have this belief that if they are breastfeeding, then that the breast milk can become contaminated with the semen or with the sperm, and that will negatively affect their babies. And so because of that, we've had situations where mothers try to avoid breastfeeding. I mean, to avoid sexual intercourse when they are breastfeeding. However, I'm happy to inform you that that is a pure myth. Okay, the fact that you have sexual intercourse while breastfeeding have no effect whatsoever on your baby. So the semen or the sperm does not enter into your breast milk, and it does not contaminate your breast milk, and so it does not affect your baby in any way. So straightforward answer, no. Sex or sexual intercourse does not affect a mother who is breastfeeding, does not affect the breast milk, and does not affect the baby. However, there's something that you really need to be aware of, and that is the fact that having unprotected intercourse when you're breastfeeding means you can get pregnant. Breastfeeding do have some protection against getting pregnant, because there's what we call lactation amenorrhea, which means that when you're breastfeeding, you are likely not ovulating, you are actually not seeing your period. It offers like 98% protection. However, it is not 100%. So because it is not 100%, then you cannot assume that you are foolproof when you are breastfeeding. So we always encourage that you should still have some additional form of contraception, so that family planning, so that you don't get pregnant while you're breastfeeding. I've had lots of questions about mothers who are 2 month old baby, 6 month old baby, and they're already pregnant. And that's because they assume because they're exclusively breastfeeding, they are not likely going to get pregnant. But that shows that you can actually get pregnant. So where it is possible that breastfeeding can be a form of family planning, in other words, it can help you not to get pregnant, but remember, it's not 100%. So what we want to recommend for mothers is that 6 weeks after you had your baby, when you go for your postpartum check, discuss contraception, discuss your family planning options with your doctors or with a family planning provider. There are many safe options when it comes to contraception for mothers who are breastfeeding, like the progesterone only pill, mini pill, or the coil, and or even the implants, progesterone implants. These are safe options for breastfeeding mothers. So breastfeeding does not mean you cannot have sexual intercourse, but make sure that you're protected from having another pregnancy so soon. We really want you to recover first, and so that your body can be in better shape and you're able to take better care of yourself and the baby. So there should be space between the two pregnancies, and at least nothing less than 2 years. However, that does not mean you cannot have sexual intercourse. You just really need to be on some form of protection. So feel free to meet with your husband if you're breastfeeding, but just make sure that you're protected against having another pregnancy so soon. So I hope that has answered your question. And remember, you can drop your comments and your questions under this broadcast. And remember, if you have questions, you can ask on our ATP Facebook group. So, I come your way again tomorrow with another fresh episode. Have a wonderful day.
How was it? I told you it would be enlightening, and yes, it was. So why don't you join us tomorrow for another edition of Question of the Day? And I encourage you to subscribe to our ATP TV on YouTube. You can follow Ask the Pediatricians on Instagram. Join our Facebook group. Plus, we have an ATP mobile app on Google and Apple Play Store. Download it. Till we meet again tomorrow. Thank you for watching.